Hi there everybody, this is Nick from Tentworld Townsville. Here to take you through a bit of a walkthrough of some of the features of the Darche Panorama 2 rooftop tent. So the Panorama here is it's definitely one of our most popular models we sell, if not the most popular. I think a big reason for that is it's such, it's a tougher, more durable and also low profile model that Darche do in their range. So a couple of the key features about it to start off with, it's a 1400 model, so you've got a 1400 wide bed on the inside, which is 2400 long, so even for big guys like me, about 6'6", plenty of room to lie down in there. The other thing that makes it really good too, like I said, it's a low profile model. So with that, they put a slightly thinner mattress in, a 50mm high density mattress. What that lets it do is, even including the ladder, when you fold it up and pack it down, you're only 29 centimeters high. So definitely one of the lowest profile and more aerodynamic models on the market. So what's it made out of? A couple of good things. We'll have a bit of a closer look at this in just a second. Big difference so compared to the other models in their range, you've got a 320 GSM canvas, so that's nearly 25% thicker than the 260 GSM canvas you find on the other models. Another big difference too is, when we'll get a closer look in this in a sec, you've got an alloy checker plate case. So as opposed to the laminated board you see on a lot of other models out there, tougher, more durable case with that alloy checker plate you'll see in a moment. Really large windows, as you can see from the outside. We do have this one here rolled up just because we've got the awning attached to the side of our rack here at the moment, but we'll give you a bit of a walkthrough in just a moment as well. So as you can see, this is fully set up here in the shop, essentially a simulation of an off the side type setup that you can do on your car, but of course you can rotate this around to flip off the back if that's how you wanted to install it on your car. We've also got this installed here with the fly, so that's a 210 denier poly-Oxford polyester fly on this one here, so it makes it a bit easier if you need to pull that off and clean it, obviously adding another layer of waterproofing to the polycotton canvas that you already have on there. So let's get a little bit closer here in a second. We'll have a bit of a closer look at some of these features and show you some of the cool stuff happening upstairs as well. So let's have a closer look at some of the features on the Darche Panorama 2. What I've just done before this is I've just folded that ladder up to show you how we pull that down and how we extend it. So the ladder you get with the Panorama 2 is a 2.3 meter telescoping extension ladder. So what we'll do is we'll just open that up, lower it down. Now the 2.3 meters here means it's suitable for cars with aftermarket lift kits if you want that bit of extra ground clearance. So it's nice and easy to set up, certainly easier than the simple box frame ladders you can get. So all you need to do to set this up properly, pull the thing the whole way out. Now that's way longer than we need on our setup. Then you just start bumping it up here. You've got little switches. Grab it from the top one, then the second one, and you'll see they'll lock in where these lines are. And when you hit an angle of about 60 or 70 degrees, you know you're right, and when you don't have any bounce. Because that ladder is not just how you get up, it's also supporting a lot of the weight on that end of there as well. With the Panorama 2, if you come in a bit closer, as I said there before, you've got that alloy checker plate casing. So nice and durable case for that. And what they've also included on these new ones as well is a bit of an accessory storage mesh that you can have underneath here as well. Here's how they mount to your roof racks. So if you picture these as your pretty standard side-to-side roof racks on your car, the only difference is we've put some longer bolts to go on our rack here in the shop. But these rails here, that's essentially the way you'd set it up if you were going off the side of your vehicle. If you wanted to mount it off the back, or you've got a unique setup, you could even mount them in the opposite direction. Just before we head up the ladder to check out some of the inside features, just show you one of the great updates that they did on this new version of the Panorama. So in the front here, which holds out the cap for your annex, what they did is they've upgraded the inside here. Now you used to have a U-shaped bit of metal you had to pull off and put back on every time you set it up. Now they put the cam lock buckles in here just to extend those out. So just extend them out and away you go. So it's a lot easier on this new version of the Panorama. Okay, so I've just jumped up inside the Panorama rooftop tent here just to show you some of the inside features. Excuse the shaky camera work because I'm holding the camera myself just at the moment. But as you can see on the inside here, it's pretty spacious. You've got 125 centimeters of head height, so even if you're pretty tall, there's plenty of room to sit up in bed. If you're having a look around, even if you had to be totally closed up because you might have some rotten weather, you've still got some, vents in the side to, let the air breathe in and out. One of the great things that everyone loves about the Panorama 2 is this Skylight roof. So in just a moment, we'll get some shots from outside because I'm going to show you how we can actually go in there, pull that fly back and let a lot of the heat out if you've got a nice night. If you take a look at the side windows, you've got 180 degree massive side windows, so let lots of air come in, and you've of course got zips that go around the whole, all the way around those to let you get in and out to put out your side window flaps. We've got them rolled up here just at the moment, but if you can see that, there's the canvas cover for the windows. If you do have some really rotten weather or it's a bit cold, you can close it up completely. And as I'm sitting on right here at the moment, we've got the 50mm high density mat. So look, I find that a pretty comfortable mattress myself, but if you like, there are some upgrades you can do. So Darche also do a mattress called the RTM 1400, which is an awesome 80mm self-inflating mat we could show you another time. Alright guys, it's Nick up here in the rooftop. What I'm going to show you now is the Skylight roof and how we pull the fly back to, pull that back if it's a nice night. Now that's great if if there's no rain around or just a really hot night and you want to let all the hot air out of your rooftop. So easiest way to do that while you're up here, you're going to open up the back door. Now to pull it back we need to do a couple of things. We're just going to unclip these clips on each side and pull off the awning extension posts. Put it on there. Just be careful not to fall out the back of your car when you do this. Once that's unclipped, probably can't see what I'm doing in here, but on the inside we've got a zip around the bug mesh on the inside. We pull that back, now we can neatly roll that back if we like, but what I'll do right now, I'll just pop up through the hole, and you've got the aluminium bar here that you pull out of these pockets in the front, so we can just neaten that up and slot that into the top pocket and get a nice view out over the land, or as I say, let all the heat out the top of your rooftop. Okay, we can of course zip that right back up and enjoy our night and have a nice night's sleep in the rooftop tent. Alright guys, so we're nearly at the end of going through all the features of the Panorama here today. One thing that we haven't got on here on this display model here in the shop is the annex that it actually comes with. So this comes with a fully enclosed annex that actually slides into the sail track and the hinge. We'll leave that for our setup video we're going to do next time, but that's a proper waterproof room once you actually get that put up there, because it actually has a PVC bucket floor that goes in the bottom as well. A couple of things we also need to probably mention just about the weight of the Panorama. So it's just under 64 kilos on your roof. And as I said, that's a low profile model as well, so it's designed to also be more stable on your roof and save you some fuel on the road by being more aerodynamic. So if you'd like to find out more about the Darche Panorama 2 or even jump inside one to see what you think, come on down to a Tentworld store or visit tentworld.com.au.